welcome to Boston, Massachusetts, home to the Freedom Trail, the heart of the American Revolution, and we are here to find out who will end their season on a high note as champions of the Fenway Bowl. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So UTSA's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Moving out of the pocket. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Grab near the sticks. It's Wallace. The Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And the Roadrunners are marching down the field. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him downfield. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Complete. And the defense drags him down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for the...
There he goes! A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. He'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UTSA! The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Hard running there. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense.
Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Smith wants to throw. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. And the Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll knock him down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch.
Going for the big play. He's got it up to 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Pulls it to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunner. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Quickly out to the tight end. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Now the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Smith dropping to pass. Looking deep. He's got it down the left side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. The sure hands, it's Jones. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Roadrunners are in the hurry-up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And the Roadrunners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Roadrunners will try to move the sticks on fourth down. There's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is racing down the left side. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, SMU. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Smith wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Tackled there by the defense. And the Roadrunners line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Wallace. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy that incredibly historic town. What a fun time to be in Boston, and what a fun first half we've had in the Fenway Bowl. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Fenway Bowl.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first.
Turning it on! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Good timing on the quick out. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Roadrunners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. And the Roadrunners are rolling down the field. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start.
Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and then put points on the board. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got his man on the outside. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Spins away from the defense. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the back. He wants to throw it again. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, SMU!
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Roadrunners want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pressure coming. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Smith wants to throw. Rushes on him. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success.
Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the ground with the back. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He's got him in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Off play action. Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Knight. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man down the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I just don't think the receiver finished his route. At the top of the comeback, you've got to really drive back downhill and give your quarterback a safe place to throw it. Receiver wasn't able to do it, and that made it easy on the DB.
Wants to throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Smith dropping to pass. Unloads to the right. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time. Breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it...
There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Soft spot in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. And that play just never got started as he's right out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive, put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Smith wants to throw. That's caught. It's Wallace. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Roadrunners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Going to look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed.